Wow!
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale. In September of 1964, the SS Minnow first set out on its fateful trip as Gilligan's Island premiered on American television sets. Few could have predicted the cultural impact of the light-hearted sitcom. Beginning in black and white, the Sherwood-Schwartz creation blossomed into full color in its second season. In some ways, it was like a living cartoon, which was part of its charm and appeal. Today, Gilligan, the skipper, Marianne, Ginger, the professor, and the Howells remain household names, as do the actors who portrayed the 7 castaways. To celebrate this lovable slice of television history, How They Changed prepared some things you might not know about Gilligan's Island. Grab a coconut and kick back. Star Wars composer John Williams wrote the original Calypso theme song heard in the pilot. The first theme song mentioned above was a jaunty hockey calypso number sung by Sherwood-Schwartz himself in the Caribbean patois. The tune was composed by John Williams, who went by Johnny Williams at the time. He would of course go on to soundtrack immortality with his work for Star Wars and Steven Spielberg. Jerry Van Dyke turned down the role of Gilligan. Van Dyke turned down an offer to play Gilligan in 1964 because he didn't want to be part of an ensemble cast. The younger Van Dyke brother wanted to replicate the success of his older brother Dick and have his own TV show. The opportunity came 1 year later when he nabbed the lead in the short-lived My Mother the Car. He might regret the decision now, but we're happy the part eventually went to Bob Denver. The name Gilligan was taken from a phone book. When Sherwood-Schwartz created Gilligan's Island, he had the characters and the concept of the show vividly in his head, but struggled with the title of the show. He knew that Island and the name of the first mate had to be a part of it. Johnson, Thompson, Winklepack, Hogfighter. These were all names considered for the plucky first mate, but none of them seemed to fit. Desperate, Schwartz just started leafing through the telephone book and stumbled upon the name Gilligan. Schwartz found the name amusing yet grounded, so it stuck with him. The show's title was found. The SS Minnow was named after the president of the FCC. We know the name of the ship that got lost at sea and shipwrecked the characters was the SS Minnow, but there is a hidden joke within its name. In spite of its spelling, the minnow wasn't named after the tiny type of fish, but named after a person. As a veteran television writer, Gilligan creator Sherwood-Schwartz had to run many show scripts and concepts by the Federal Communications Commission. The president of the FCC at the time, Newton Minnow. As a fun pun and a dig at the FCC president, Schwartz named the shipwrecked boat after him. Confused viewers contacted the Coast Guard to rescue the coast. The goal of a television writer is to create a show that lets the audience get lost and engage with the characters. However, some fans can get a little too deep with their investment. During the initial airing of Gilligan's Island, the American Coast Guard received several letters and telegrams requesting them to save Gilligan. One telegram read, "For several weeks now we have seen American citizens stranded on some Pacific island. We spend millions in foreign aid. Why not send one US destroyer to rescue those poor people before they starve to death?" To this day, it is uncertain if these letters were earnest concerns, pranks, or a mix of both. Skipper broke his arm during filming. During the Season 1 rep party of Gilligan's Island, Alan Hale Jr. casually mentioned to Sherman Schwartz that he could finally get his arm looked at. Schwartz then asked what was wrong with his arm. Hale revealed that his arm had been broken for weeks. When Hale fell out of a coconut tree for a scene 3 weeks prior, he missed the crash pad and smashed his arm on the soundstage. Adhering to the show must go on motto, Hale hid the injury knowing that medical treatment would disrupt the shooting schedule. Thurston Howell is one of the richest fictional characters ever. In Gilligan's Island, Thurston Howell III frequently showcases his privilege and wealth. It is with this in mind that Forbes magazine decided to honor Mr. Howell. Thurston Howell III was frequently featured on Forbes' fictional 15 list of wealthy millionaires. While his exact wealth is never mentioned, Forbes cited Howell's ability to fund green technology by the professor as one of their talking points. Howell peaked at number 9 on their list. The professor and Mary Ann weren't originally credited. If you sang the theme song from the first season of Gilligan's Island, you may think you're missing something. That's because the professor and Mary Ann are never mentioned or referred to in the song. In fact, they never made it into the show's credits. It wasn't until the second season that Russell Johnson and Dawn Wells appeared in the opening credits of the show at the personal request of the show's star, Bob Denver. The theme song was also altered to the one we all know and sing endlessly, changing the lyrics from "and the rest" to "the Professor and Mary Ann."
That's all facts and rumors for now. Leave a like, comment, and send this video to your friends. Bye bye, see you in the next episode.